What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Andy's Vintage Guitars. I'm Andy and today I have a very rare animal. Like it or not, this is the Fender Elite 1, the P-Bass made in the early 80s. They didn't last very long and they were the top of the crop made by Fender at the time. There's a few color. This is probably my favorite one, the tuxedo as they call it. And they're great instrument. This one's really light, which is awesome. I have these really interesting pickups, which is a split coil, but the circuitry here is active. So there's a preamp down here, there's a battery compartment at the back, and I have a stack double pot for the tone to give extra range. So your tone is wider, deeper, or more treble. One volume, one tone, classic P-Bass. The Elite 1 has one pickup, the Elite 2's got two pickups. That is a different Elite 2. I've had one, it was actually really cool. Was it a jazz bass? No, it wasn't, but it had a lot of different tones, so you could play with it. The tuners are very interesting. They're really nice and sturdy, aren't they? It's got a serial number on the headstock that something would happen in the mid-late 70s, and it's got an E for 80s. What else? Oh yes, sure, the neck plate. So we're on the 4-screw neck plate with the micro tilt adjustment, and it says it Fender Elite. Look at that. So yeah, these were the premium version of Fender, and they didn't last very long. They just didn't. I don't know if it didn't work. They're too expensive to produce. Who knows? But then they became scarce and rare, they don't really drive a crazy price, which I'm surprised, because some of these are really good. Like this bass, you'll hear in a minute, it sounds really good. It's got that Fender P-Bass sound, but with extra boost and extra grasp and bite, which I actually don't mind. I mean, think about it, it's the 80s. So in the 80s, you had to have an active sound. There was a lot of keys, the bands were bigger and were louder, a lot of samples, a lot of synth, these digital drums, electronic drums. So yeah, the bass had to cut through the mix in a different way. So this bass was kind of, you know, an innovation for the kind of time and music that we're playing. So the bridge, yeah, don't forget the bridge. And then I think we've done everything with this, we can just play it. So the bridge has these little wheels here that will spin up and down to adjust the intonation and the tuning of the string. So instead of having to move the tuners up there while you're playing, if it's slightly off, you just move that. That's genius. They're heavy though, and they're solid. Branded Fender, have a look at that. I'm pretty sure they're made by Charlotte too. I'm actually sure they're made by Charlotte, because that was the time Fender was dealing hardware from Charlotte at that time. That's it. I think now it's definitely time to make some noise. Alright guys, what do you think? Pretty good P-bass, huh? As I said, they're really cool, and they're not that expensive, but they're not so common, so you go and read them and check it out yourself. You won't find too many of these. But yeah, as I said, great instrument, and definitely it's vintage. It's 42 years old, so it's definitely vintage. So go and check him out. You might scuff a bargain, and then in a few years might be twice what you pay. Who knows? But you know, till that day, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, spread the word out there so I can get more visibility in the real world. And yeah, I'll see you next time.